I wish I knew exactly, because it's a scary time, I'll be honest. It's a very scary time right now. Like I was talking to John, we find words like content being thrown around and product more and more these days. I think what's happening is that we're in a trend where it's become about content because technology has become a big part of the music business, and I'm watching as it plays laptops out, you know. You know, when I was a kid, you didn't listen to records except in your bedroom or maybe in your cassette player in your car. Now, music's much more disposable and portable too. So what that's done is it's made the industry kind of the same way. It's a mirror image of it, which is why you get a lot of really bad artists putting out good songs, but then not having a real career on top of that. You know, they may have a couple of songs that hold them over for a while, but it seems like longevity has kind of gone by the wayside. So what that's done, to get back to your question, is it's made the industry sort of panic and do two things. One is embrace the short term, which is sell music cheap on the internet. Sell it cheap at retail. Get it out there and just sell it to keep cash flow coming in. What you're not seeing is that behind closed doors, we're all sitting down there going, oh my God, how do we save ourselves from this tailspin? Because if we keep doing that, what's going to continue to happen, I think, this is my opinion, is that we're lowering the value of what is really boils down to art. And we're making it product. And we're taking the face off of it. And we're taking the tangible beauty of it and taking it away, and it becomes a download. You know, it becomes a bunch of bytes on your computer. So what I think is going to happen is that trend's going to continue for a little bit longer, and the backlash is going to get a little bit bigger and louder each year, and people are going to start trying at least to move it back to maybe being a bit more about art. And what we're hoping, at least what I'm hoping, is that people like yourselves and people who buy music will embrace it and maybe have a bit more commitment as a fan and not just a consumer. Because I think that what we're seeing right now is that it's consumer-based right now. And you see that younger people are buying records more and more. And they're just buying it because of the song they've heard on the radio, perhaps, they like, which is nothing wrong with that. But they don't invest themselves in music overall. Like, they don't love music the way that probably everyone here loves music, because this is your focus, perhaps. To them, it's strictly entertainment. It's not a bad thing per se, but the industry could easily begin to fail more and more unless fans become fans again. You know, it's an expensive endeavor to have a record company and be successful and continue to do it. And what's going to happen is that if we continue to devalue music, you're going to see labels putting fewer records out, and they'll probably become more shallow to appeal to that short term. So I think the trend's going to have its apex and then the consequences. You know, it could go either way. It could be that we embrace the art and people go back to buying records and really, you know, being fans and supporting it, and we can not sell records for as cheap as we sell them now, because oftentimes we lose money on records. A lot of times we lose money on records. Maybe we can go back to there being a happy balance again, to where people don't mind paying a fair amount for a record and being happy about it. I think that we've devalued the artist and their art and their music tremendously. I think we're all guilty of it. You know, consumers, labels for panicking, music fans for being lazy, and then on top of that, the artists for being mediocre. You know, there's a glut of mediocrity out there right now, and that's what's killing the industry too. So that's kind of a long-winded answer. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I think that we're heading for another crash at some point.